DXN Global helped me welcome our crown ambassadors from India. Crown Ambassador Jaglit Singh and Harjinder Kaur Parwana. Hello. Good
Hello, good morning.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Joan.
Good morning to our lovely couple. How are you?
You're fine, thank you.
Yeah, first and foremost, we would like to thank you. It's our great appreciation to have you here in the International Motivation. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, we are very much excited to hear your journey because you're one of the, I think, pioneer leaders of the DXN Global. So first, we would like to know how are you doing right now? How's DXN India? And how are you there during this pandemic time?
DXN is going on very well in India, and in pandemic also, DXN is helping people to get over this crisis.
Wow. So so far in the how many months you've been locked down already?
About 9 months now.
Wow. So, but so far you are also involved in other online activities, right? Can you share some of
Yes.
those?
Uh, in uh, in June, I had webinars for 11 European countries. I had webinars for Europe. Hello,
Yes, yes.
can you hear me or no?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. We had some webinars for Europe, 11 European countries.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a great thing to see. And if you don't mind, if
Yeah.
you don't mind me asking, how young are the beautiful couple in front of us?
How?
How young are you?
Ah, we are very young. It's just 69 years young.
Yeah, and as mentioned earlier, it shows in your face if you are happy living together because it shows that you are a lovely couple. Am I right?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, just for our members to have a little background of yours, can you please introduce to us who are the couple, Doctor um, Doctor Parwana? Can you introduce to us a little brief of your background?
Yeah. I graduated in 1974, and then I started working in the medical profession, and I was working for about 28 years as an
Wow.
allopathic medical practitioner.
Mm-mm.
But then since 2002, I shifted to holistic medicine,
Oh,
alternative
okay.
medicine. Yeah. Yeah.
And I have also mentioned, yeah, I have also mentioned Doctora, Mrs. Parwana. Yeah, you are both in the medical profession.
I'm more in the environment field. I worked
Oh,
after doing my PhD in chemistry. I've been working for the Department of Environment, but I
okay.
think it is complements the DXN and its
Yeah.
products. Yeah, later on I would explain how it complements.
Yeah. And how was the journey?
Yes,
I think you are you have mentioned earlier that you are together since you are in
yes.
your
Since college
in
days.
Since 1968.
wow, and that's great to hear. Can you can
When
you
when
share to us a little bit of your journey as a couple?
As a
uh,
couple, your journey.
in we were studying together in 12th standard.
Mm-mm.
Then I joined medical college, and she joined university for her chemistry, MSc, and then a PhD. And I joined my medical college, and then after that we decided to be with each other, and we got married in
Wow.
1970. We got married in 1975.
Okay. And how many children do you have?
Uh, we had one son.
only
Wow.
child. But
We had
Only
just one
child.
son, but
Only one.
but
John, unfortunately,
we lost him.
we lost him about 2.5 years ago.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. But at least you still have your son with you. Maybe it's just a short of time, but still, God has gave you an angel, and I think He's the one guiding you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
he's guiding
right.
us in the
Okay.
action, and now we have his two sons we are looking after.
Wow. Really? That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
We
Okay.
have two
So
grandchildren, 17 and 15.
so it's like, you lost your son, but you had two additional
Yes.
in the
yeah,
family. So it's still great and thankful that you have your grandsons with you together, living with you together, right?
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. So since you're a couple, let us discuss how did you're into Dr. Jaglit, you are into medical profession. You are a doctor.
Uh,
Yeah, in
John,
holistic medicine, right?
yeah, John. Let me make a correction. I'm not Jagleet. I'm Jagjit.
Jaglit. Okay.
Jeet, Jeet, Jeet,
J,
Ah,
J.
Jeet,
Jagjit.
Jeet,
Sorry, Jagjit. Sorry.
Jagjit,
All right.
Jagjit.
Yeah.
And
Jagjit
and
Singh.
and the meaning of this word Jagjit, it means winner of the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jag means world. Jeet means victory.
Wow. That's an interesting name.
Yeah. So that's my name,
All right.
Jagjit. Yeah.
Jagjit.
So
All
yeah.
right. Thank you, sir. So
You
you,
said I've been a doctor.
yes, and
I've been
you, yes.
I was
So how did you get,
practicing.
yeah, how did you get into this DXN business?
Yeah, that's I'm trying to tell you. I was in the practicing modern medicine, first in the government medical officer, then my own private practice. But about 25 years ago, since 95, 96, I got
Mm,
a health problem,
mm-mm.
which is known as rheumatoid arthritis, joint
Okay.
pains.
Okay.
As far as modern medicine is concerned, it is an incurable problem.
Mm, yes.
And gradually, one becomes a cripple. All the
Mm,
joints get deformed and one becomes crippled.
okay.
So I tried all sort of treatments, allopathy, then Ayurvedic, and then homeopathy, and other and Unani and Tibetan medicines, but nothing helped me.
Mm,
Then in January 2002, one of my known people he introduced me to this Ganodama,
mm,
DXM, and he also said that this is a MLM business, and to let me be very frank with you,
mm,
MLM, it is called multi-level marketing. But I used to call it in Hindi, murga lao murga, like making a fool of the people.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to think MLM like that.
Mm-mm.
But I was invited to a meeting. In that meeting, a testimony was shown of a person, of a lady from Chennai, India, who was
Mm-mm.
suffering from rheumatoid arthritis for the last 5 years.
Okay.
And she had got cured with these DXN products, Garodama products.
Mm-mm.
That got me interested. So after that, I started studying Ganoderma. I went into a lot of depth, and I
Mm.
satisfied myself only on one thing, that at least it will not have any side effects and it will not harm me.
Of course. Yeah.
So I thought might as well give it a try. So with an absolute faith and absolute positive attitude,
Mm-mm.
I decided to try this product.
Yeah.
And my friend, he said, Dr. Prana, I know you are not very happy with MLM, so I will give you discount on my card.
Mm, okay.
So I told him one thing. I told him, you know me, I'm a very principled man. If DXN has a system that one gets a discount by becoming a member,
Mm,
so I will take discount only after becoming a member. Otherwise, I won't take discount.
yeah.
So I decided to become a member so that I get a discount. It is not bad to take discount on a product.
Mm.
If there's a way of getting a product at a cheaper rate, there's no harm.
Mm-mm.
So I joined
Yeah.
DXN only for that, for my medical problem. But gradually, when I became okay, then I realized the potential of this product. Then I started sharing with my people, my friends, my patient, and because everybody was suffering. And now I have dealt with maybe 70, 80,000 patients during the last 18 years.
Yeah, yeah. So you as a medical profession, isn't it is that easy to? I think of course people will like have comments on you like, Doctor, what are you doing? Why you are into this thing? So isn't it
I,
yeah? Do you
yeah,
do you
John,
do you encounter these challenges?
I used to share with my doctor friends.
Mm.
And I used to tell them, you give medicine to diabetic patient and hypertensive patient and thyroid patient, they never become okay. So you keep on giving your medicine and add the DXN products along with that.
Yeah,
And
true.
over a period of time, there is a possibility that the allopathic medicines can be withdrawn.
Yes.
So they started talking amongst themselves that it seems Dr. Prana has gone mad.
Okay.
But I kept on talking and talking and talking. And today, those doctor friends, they are my patients. They are taking treatment from me.
Wow. And some of them maybe you now they are your members, right?
They are members also, and they are my patients. Some are in USA, some are in England, UK. They are my patients.
Wow. So that's a kind of hard at first, no? Maybe at first because you will also convince them. Yeah.
Yeah,
But of course, when you try the products, you are the product of our products. I think the job for us to share the products would be more easier to convince
yeah,
people,
that's right.
especially you, doctor, because when doctor talks, we just
Mhm.
listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I'll interrupt you, John. I will interrupt you.
all
You
right.
said convince people. In my team, when people come to me and they tell me, "Sir, tell people, but they don't get convinced." You know what I tell
Mm,
them? I tell them, don't try to convince them.
okay.
Just give them information and give them knowledge. Just do that.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Don't try to
just
convince
tell them.
anybody.
Yeah, because sometimes when you convince people, the more you convince people, the more they will get,
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're
so
right.
you
Yeah.
will yeah, so you will just tell the goodness of the products. That's it. They will just see you actually, and then
That's
when they
right.
see
Yeah, yeah.
you that it's working in your body and it's working in you, then that's the time they will be convinced actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, so so far how many members you have with you in your network?
Roughly about 21, 22,000.
Wow. Okay. So going back to how you started the DXN, of course, Mrs. Parwana is not just, immediately you are not into the idea of Dr. Parwana. So how did
Yeah.
you how was the journey? How was the time at
It,
the time?
See, initially when he told me that he has come to know about this some Ganoderma and it is going to cure everything. Now, see, I am a scientist and I have a scientist mind. I said, no,
Mhm.
how is it possible that how can one product cure everything, take care of everything? But
True.
with the scientist's mind, you don't even reject immediately, you see.
Mm,
So I started reading about it.
mm-mm.
Then I came to know that it has so many micronutrients. So
Yeah.
see, we have a scientific mind, so we keep on thinking. Then
Mm,
I also saw that it has a lot of polysaccharides, a lot of micronutrients, maybe more than 250. That's what I read. And then I also read that the DXN processing of the Ganoderma by freeze drying, that would really help conserve the constituents. Now,
mm,
as an environment person, we are nowadays really talking about use of chemicals and fertilizers in growing food products.
mm,
So what is happening as a result is that we are not getting the micronutrients.
mm. True.
Correct. Our
Yeah.
even our soils are getting depleted of micronutrients, and automatically the food we get does not have enough micronutrients. And
Mm,
I myself worked on certain enzymes and all, and I know that you need micronutrients for your body cells to work. So I
mm,
thought to myself that okay, now it has a lot of micronutrients, so
mm,
maybe that's how it helps the entire body and at the cell level. Hmm?
mm,
And in the meanwhile, because he started it for his problem, I didn't have to start it. Huh? So in the meanwhile, I saw that he is also feeling better and getting better. So putting the
okay.
two things together, that okay, my reading that okay, fine, it is the micronutrients working and the process adopted by DXN. So I was quite convinced. So I had hay fever, for last many,
Mm,
many years, that sneezing and everything. So then I thought that okay. Initially, he told me to start, but I said no, no, no. You start. I don't know what is this product. But then after going through all, reading everything, really reading a lot about it, then and then some of the DXN leaders talks. I
mm,
even heard one of Dr. Lim's talks in Chennai. That time I was not very convinced. Huh? So
mm.
then I thought that okay, I can also try. He was the guinea pig. Huh? So we then I tried. My hay fever also got okay. After that, there was no looking back. And today, you see, then we started spreading the message. And as he said, I just give whenever I meet somebody, I just tell them that there is a nowadays a lot of natural these things are also available for cure. And they asked me, what is it? I said, you contact Dr. Parwana for details. I don't try and convince them, I just tell them that there is a product and we have all benefited from it. And then, as of today, even our grandchildren who is 17, I think since the age of 1 year, they are taking the products.
Mm,
Last
yeah.
15, 16 years, they have been consuming all the products of DXN and we are
Yeah.
really happy. So as a result, they are healthy, no major hospital problems. So that's how my journey was in DXN.
Yeah. So
In
how
the
long did it took
environment,
you? Yeah, how long did it
yes.
took? Yeah, how long did it take? Like, you studying all this also. You have your own studies, right? So how
Uh,
long did it take you?
Say about a year, 6 months or 1 year, not too much.
Mm, okay.
Not too much. After he started, then I also got curious. And once a scientist gets curious, then he will not leave the subject. So
Yeah,
then
actually,
I got
until
curious. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
until you get all
because
the answers.
correct. So then I got my answers. Then I listened to some people also in his meetings, and then I was convinced.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
very important, for doctor to have you, because at first it's kind of hard, of course, to convince a scientist like you. You're telling you that it will cure everything, and there you were thinking like, oh, how how come
But
everything?
it was very convincing to know that it has so many constituents and it really can work at the cell level. So
Yeah.
that was very convincing.
Okay. So from then on, you already started focusing on the business, because you're into medical
Yes,
profession, doctor. Yeah. So from then on, you started focusing on the business, and you become a network marketer. So how was the journey? Being a network marketer, turning into a network marketer. You're still practicing the profession right now, doctor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
have my clinic every day,
Okay.
and
Yeah. So,
I get people from far and wide, from many
ooh,
countries.
okay. So how was the journey? You from doing this medical profession, and then now you are a network marketing. Can you just share to us?
Uh, let me uh, let me tell you something, John. I never actually took it as a business.
Okay.
I, I always considered it a social service
Okay. All right. So that's a great
because
thing to hear.
during my medical profession as an allopathic doctor, I had
Mm-hmm.
never seen any disease getting cured.
Okay.
So after learning about Ganoderma and using and seeing the effects on ourselves, I decided to share it with people,
Mm.
and gradually started sharing with everybody
Yeah.
that I used to tell them, you keep on taking your medicine, add this along with that.
Mm. Correct.
And when people used to come to my clinic,
Mm-mm.
when people used to come to my clinic, so I used to tell them about the product, and they said, okay, sir, give it to me. And by
Mm.
that time, I started understanding the MLM business also.
Yeah. It just
I
followed.
start,
Yeah.
I started understanding that it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Which I used initially, I used to consider it bad, making fool of the people. But when I understood the system, then I realized it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
By becoming a member, you're only getting a discount.
Mm.
Right? You
Yeah.
save money, and if you feel good, then you share it with people.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. Supposing a patient comes to me suffering from diabetes for the last 20 years,
Mm.
taking medicine for the last 20 years. He came to me, I told him everything about Ganoderma and Spirulina and all that. He said, okay, sir, give it to me. And then I put the form in front of him. When he
Mm.
read temporary membership form, he said, Doctor, is this that member making scheme?
Okay.
Then I told him it's not a scheme, it's a system.
True.
Then I told him you are suffering from diabetes for last 20 years. Do you think this Ganoderma will cure it in 1 or 2 months? He says, no, it will take time. I said, it's
Mm.
going to take around 1.5 to 2 years. He said,
Mm.
yes, I understand that. Then I said, at that time, the membership fee in India was 500 rupees.
Yeah.
Now it is free, at that rate it was 500 rupees. I said, by spending 500 rupees, taking a member, if in 2 years or 1.5 years, if you save 25 to 30,000 rupees, isn't it wise to make money, to save money?
Yeah.
He said that, doctor, that's okay. But I won't be able to make more members.
Mm.
Because, see, John, most of the people have this impression that if they become a member, they have to make members.
Yeah.
That's why people are against it. Even I used
Mm.
to think like that. So I said,
Mm.
I'm not asked you to make members.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
asking you to become a member so that you get a discount.
Correct.
Who said, okay, then give it to me. And then my secretary was sitting, she filled the form. At that time, I was a stockist also. She gave the product. And when the person was going, I told my secretary to send a guy in. He came
Mm.
inside. I said, sir, what? I said, the day your diabetes, 20 years old diabetes gets cured, the day you
Mm.
stop taking medication, will you share about Ganoderma with people or not? He says, I will share vociferously. I said, that's what you have
Mm.
to do. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
So people started getting benefit. The people started referring people to me, and whenever a new person comes to me, even now, supposing a person telephones me, Doctor Prana, I've heard that you have some medicine for cancer or you have some medicine for diabetes. The
Mm.
first question I ask is, who has told you?
Yeah.
Why I ask that? That if that person comes to me, I have to fill his form and I have to add that person's name as a sponsor.
Okay.
Ethics. Ethics. These are called ethics.
Yes. Very correct.
Ethics.
Mm.
So people started getting all right. They started getting better, and they started referring people to me, and I kept on sponsoring under them. And gradually, I started getting people's blessings and wishes, good wishes. The diabetes became okay, thyroid became okay, hepatitis became okay, cancer became okay, and I started getting people's blessings, and that's what I'm enjoying.
Okay. Being into medical profession, you are credible enough.
Yeah.
When you tell these things, do you still encounter challenges along the
Yes.
way? Yeah. Can
Yes,
can
I
you
do. I
share?
do.
Can you
I
share
do.
to us some?
Many times some people come to me. They say, sir, one of my friend was talking about you that Dr. Prana is minting money by making members.
Mm,
So I tell him that you go and tell your friend that basically I'm a doctor.
yes.
If I could have made more money as an allopathic doctor.
Mm,
But in this system, I'm earning people's good wishes.
yeah.
I'm not bothered about money because money one can earn by other means also. But to
Yes.
get people's blessing, you got to do some good work, and that's what
Correct.
I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a great thing to hear and to say to them that, you are not really into business. You are
Yep.
there to help them, to know that we
When
have this product, you can help them.
when I talk to people about this business, what I tell them that you use the products. If you like them, you share with others.
Yes.
And then I tell them in a way because in today's world, almost everybody is suffering from some health problem.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Mm-mm.
nobody is healthy. So I tell them
True.
you share with people. If people listen to you, it's okay. If they don't listen to you, you tell them okay, thank you.
Mm. Yeah.
Don't feel
It's
bad
up
about
to
it.
them. It's up to them.
Yeah, don't feel bad. Just give information and forget it. If they like it, they will come to you. If they don't like it, remain friends. Don't break your friendship with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't
Remain friends.
don't
Don't say,
don't burn
oh, I
bridges.
won't talk to you. You are not becoming member. I won't talk to you. I won't have friendship. No, don't do that. Remain a good friend. And then I tell them that as far as Dxn is concerned, this is a social service because people are suffering
Mm.
from a problem, and these Dxn products they take care of almost every health problem. So you do it for social service. Put everybody into the system. Money is a byproduct of your services to the society.
Yes. True. Very
Yeah,
true.
that's what it does. That's my way of looking at it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my
That's
way of
good.
looking at this business. That this is a business of social service. Money is a byproduct. The more
Yeah.
social service you do, the more money you will get.
Very correct. Very correct. I agree with you, doctor. That's great to
Yeah.
hear. All right. So we have discussed about the challenges you have. Then do you think uh, Mrs. Parwana, you are now passionate enough, to do the business? Because at
Yeah,
first
I do it with
you
him. I do it with him, not as passionately as he does, but I do believe because I believe in the product. And
yeah.
secondly, I believe that as far as allopathic medicine is concerned, it never really cures. It teaches you to live with the problem. Your
Yeah.
sugar never gets cured. You only keep on taking the medicine and keep it in control. Your BP never gets cured. You just take the pill and you are okay. So
Yeah.
there are so many problems which allopathy only teaches you how to live with the problem. Of course, for immediate surgery or this thing, it might be good, for immediate relief, some immediate relief, but it does not really solve the problem. And I think Dr.
Mm.
Parwana will tell you about this long time back.
This
See,
this is a magazine, international magazine, Science Reporter.
Wow.
Science
Okay.
Reporter. This is August 2008, and
Mm.
there's a front page article, Travails of Modern Medicine.
Mm.
Travails of Modern Medicine. This
Mm.
article is written by Mrs. Parwana,
Wow. That's
and
see,
great.
what I feel is that, see, even your penicillin came from nature, correct?
Mm.
That's also one of the fungus, like
Yeah.
Canoderma. Yeah. But what happens if man isolates it? In nature, it is present along with so many things, correct?
Mm.
Then we
Yeah.
play with the molecule. Then we further play with the molecule, correct? The chemistry people. Yeah. So, so we end up with some molecule which has a lot of side effects.
Mm.
Yes. And today, most of the allopathic research is sponsored by the firms, medical firms,
pharmaceutical.
Mm.
pharmaceutical firms. And the results, only they will take up only those results which suit them
Mm.
economically, along with other things. But they will take up the most suitable thing. Correct.
Mm.
It's but natural. And then there is a series of book by a US writer, and here,
Death,
Death by Modern Medicine.
the book is
Wow.
Death by Modern Medicine.
Wow.
This
Okay.
is Death by Modern Medicine. This is written by
Mm.
Dr. Caroline Dean,
USA.
American doctor.
Correct. So she says
Yeah.
that now you die of kidney failure, but maybe that kidney failure was because of some allopathic medicine you've been taking for so many years.
Yes.
That so they don't say that you died because you took that medicine for so many
Mm.
years.
In this book, the author writes about 78,400 people are dying annually in the US alone due to modern medical intervention and drugs prescribed in hospitals.
Yeah.
This is written by
Okay.
doctors. Not I'm not saying it. Mrs. Parwana is
Mm.
not saying it. We are just quoting from a book written by an American
True.
doctor.
Yeah, reference.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I always believe that our natural systems, the Asian countries had a very rich culture. Huh?
Yes.
So, and even before we came to know about DXN, my parents and all, they believed in the rich culture of our this region. It later on became India, Malaysia, China, whatever. Huh?
Yes.
But this region. Huh? And I think nature really has a cure for many things. And I
Mm.
think Dr. Lim has been great in bringing up this Ganoderma and sending it to people. So I
Mm.
am a fan of and naturally I do not give full time to it, but wherever and whenever I'm always there for the products.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, we
Wow.
get a lot of time to spend together, because of DXN. Otherwise, I was touring myself and he was touring
Yeah.
his, and now we go for the TSI trips and we have so many. And then the DXN always recognizes a couple. That's
Mm.
great. So you
True.
get to so there's so many
Yeah.
incentives.
You share. You shared a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yes, you share
Uh,
a lot of time also.
yes. Yeah. Having this, do you like? I don't know if this is okay, but do you sacrifice something for your family because you're doing it as a couple, right? Nothing. I believe so.
Mostly family functions or something. We say, oh, see, no, we have to go there. We have already fixed a meeting, cannot be
Oh.
postponed. Have been informed, huh?
Let me
So,
share.
yeah.
Let me share one thing about
Uh,
sacrifice
uh,
and about the passion for the business or the DXN. When our
Mm,
son got engaged before marriage,
mm,
got engaged,
mm.
he arranged a party with his friends. One
Oh,
evening, he arranged a party with his friend, and he told me, "Papa, today we are having a party, so you stay at home." But that
okay,
evening, I had fixed up a meeting somewhere, DXN meeting.
okay,
So I told him, son, that some people are waiting for me. I cannot deprive them of this meeting. The party can
mm.
be go without me, but the meeting cannot go without me. I went to the meeting
Wow, wow, you're just too passionate with what you're doing, right?
because that meeting was
Mm.
arranged and many people were waiting for that time.
Yeah, but when you sacrifice some things, still at the end of you still have good things to see when you sacrifice
Definitely,
something. So, yeah,
definitely. Our
okay.
son was also an executive star diamond.
Mm, okay. So, how was the
Yeah,
membership? It still continues with the
it's
spouse.
I'm still keeping it alive. My
Yes.
elder grandson, he will
Oh,
be
yeah,
18
because they're
years
ready.
on next
yeah.
30th of July
6 months.
Yeah,
after 6 months, 7 months. So I'll transfer
and
that membership in his to him.
yeah, and that's quite
Yeah.
amazing in DXM because you can have your next generation, or isn't it
So
great?
so so when so when my grandson joins DXN, he will be executive star diamond.
Wow. So the legacy still continues.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And when I transfer my membership to my younger grandson, he will be crown ambassador on joining.
Wow. Wow, yeah. That's the goodness of the DXN.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
good
You can
message.
pass it on to your next generation and still the legacy will
correct.
continue,
Yeah, that's a great
right?
thing.
That's the best part of this business. Best part of the business.
Yeah.
That once you develop it, you can pass on the legacy to your generations.
Yeah,
Yes, true. Because in other companies and
which,
also even in the
which you,
profession, you cannot just transfer it easily, right? If you're a doctor, then when you leave,
yeah, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. That's a wonderful part of this business.
Wow, that's great to
You
hear
work only
also that
once.
we are, yes. Actually, you are just the member. And since the membership is a couple, then you have it you, Mrs. Parwana. And now, just in case, in
Yeah,
yeah,
future, of course, we never know. You can pass it on to your youngest grandson. So that's a
correct,
beautiful thing
correct,
yeah,
to
correct.
look into, right? Wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So we just talked about maybe sacrifices. We can sacrifice some things, but at the end, we still have good things to see with the sacrifices, right? Okay, so
Many good things gonna come out of those sacrifices.
yeah, very correct. So can you share with us the wonderful things you have experienced in the extent, so that they will be more inspired and motivated? Of course, this is aside from the thing that you mentioned, like the travels and all. So other wonderful things aside also from in future you can pass it on to your grandson. What else can we share with our viewers out there, the wonderful things that happened to you?
See, when I was practicing allopathy, I was known as a good doctor because I used to work honestly with truthfulness. But in DXN, it has given a lot of exposure, lot of
Yeah.
respect, and lot of
Yes.
blessings.
Yes,
And
true.
when I practicing allopathy, my reputation was maybe about in a area of 10 to 15 kilometers. But now my reputation is across continents.
Yeah, true, true. And I guess
Almost almost
having,
almost every day I get 2 or 3 calls from other countries after seeing my talk on the YouTube. People talk to me. They want to take treatment with DX.
yeah, yeah. And I think also one of the wonderful things that can happen to you is that, I mean, have happened to you is that you have more years living in the extent, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have given you another years or more years living together as a couple. It's really
Mhm.
wonderful. Yeah. Am
They
I
they
right?
say they say it is not that you should add years to your life. You should add life to your years.
Yeah. Yeah. Very correct. Very correct.
It is
Okay.
it, it
So,
is it is better to live big than to live long.
true, true, true. Okay. So having
And
all
DXN has
this,
given that to live big.
you of course you are already a crown ambassador, right? So you
Yes.
still have your you still do the DXN business. You still continue. What drives you to continue the DXN business?
No, no, I'm still doing meetings. I tell my downline whenever they want my meeting, I'm available.
What drives what drives you?
What drives me?
Yeah,
What drives you to do it
yes,
More, more
is the service. Service. Service to the
service.
people. Service to the suffering people. Service to the suffering people who have lost hopes of living.
Yeah,
I try to serve them. That's my driving force.
yeah, the service because you also
Like I tell
want
you,
other people. Yeah,
I'll, I'll tell you an example. If a diabetic
sure.
person who's got gangrene of the, you understand gangrene?
What is that?
his foot is to be considered.
Foot is bad,
And we have to
infection of the
Oh, okay,
foot
okay, okay, okay.
of
Yeah,
diabetes,
yeah, yeah.
and it has to be amputated,
cut.
Mm-mm.
cut. The leg or the foot has to be cut.
Amputated, amputated.
Definitely. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
And the driving forces, I see people who are admitted in hospitals and they've been told that tomorrow is the operation for amputing. And
Mm.
those people come to me and they don't have to get that foot amputated. And they're walking on their 2 legs
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
That's the driving force.
so you feel so good.
That's the driving force.
yeah. It's a great feeling to have, especially how to call this, like in the diabetic people, right? The one that Dr. Parwan is mentioning. when you have diabetes, and then the when your foot need to be amputated, and you as a doctor sees this thing that they need not to do it, it's a great feeling for you, right? And it's just by using our products. So it's really how to call this, it's like you're relieved that they can still do whatever they want because they were not
On
amputated
child
or
with
something like
kidney.
that.
When
Yeah.
I come to know of any patient, so say for example, a patient suffering from cancer, for example,
Hmm.
and the patient has had surgery, the patient has had chemotherapy, and the patient had radiotherapy, and after doing
True.
all that and spending millions of rupees, the doctors tell them that now you're going to live for 2 or 3 or 4 months.
Hmm.
If I
Yeah.
come to know of such a patient, I approach that person
Hmm.
as a doctor. As a crown investor, I don't need to do that. If
Yeah.
I think I'm a crown investor, I'm a doctor, people come to me. No, I approach that person and give information about this product that you try it. Maybe it will help you. Maybe it will help
Yeah.
you to live a quality life as long as you live.
Yes.
And those person who were told to live just 4 or 5 months after starting this
Hmm.
product, they lived for 10 years, 15 years or so, lived good lives. That
Yeah.
gives a lot of happiness. I would like
Yeah,
to
of
share
course.
one very good testimony with you. Like in
Yeah.
you have, I think testimony is a very important, and the
Mm.
something which gives a lot of satisfaction and which one can never forget in life.
Mm.
About 6 years ago, a couple came to me,
Mm.
young couple came to me with the complaint of their son. They didn't bring the son with them, but they told me
Mm.
that they had one son, and when he was born with one kidney
Mm.
instead of two. He was born with one kidney, and that kidney stopped functioning at the age of 2 years.
Mm.
So he had a complete kidney failure.
Okay.
And for the last 5 years, he was under the treatment of a very reputed hospital of North India, and he was on dialysis 2 or 3 times in a week.
Mm.
So I told them to try this product,
Yeah.
and I told them that maybe it will help. You have no other solution. Pray to God and try
Mm.
it. And that child started using this product in April 2015,
Mm.
and now it is more than 5.5 years since he started DXN product. He has not had even a single dialysis.
Mm.
His kidney is completely cured.
Wow.
That's given me a lot of satisfaction. Lot of
Yeah.
satisfaction.
Yeah, it's really amazing to have this. We have a lot of ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of like testimonials, um, some are dying already and now they still continue living. And it's a great feeling, helping somebody. I think that's one of the things that, you have mentioned the service that you want to give to people that, not like having the business, it's really more on helping them to live
Yeah.
longer. Yeah, to
Thank
live.
you.
Yes, very correct. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so so here in DXN, our success, especially our successful leaders, this is their how to call this, they envision the same like what doctor, to help others to live also, and give and
Yes.
share the benefits and the goodness of the DXN products, that like what you're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Especially you, because you are in the medical profession, you are more credible in saying all this, though it's not really that easy for you to tell all of these things, but trying and giving them the hope that it might help them. I think it's one of the positive things that they can hear from you as a doctor.
John, I would like to add one thing here.
Yes.
Now, people who are watching this show, they might think that this is a doctor's business.
Yeah.
I want to make it clear to them to talk about Ganoderma toothpaste to talk about Ganoderma soap, to talk
Yes.
about body lotion, to talk about Ganoderma tea, to talk about Ganoderma coffee. Is the doctor has to do that?
Yeah.
These consumer products, anybody can propagate, anybody can
Mm.
recommend. The only thing they need to know is to share with people that these products contain Ganoderma or cordyceps or lion's mane and how they can have health benefits. You don't need to be a doctor to tell that.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
as far as medical problems are concerned, if you come across a serious patient, there are people like me available to guide.
True.
Moreover, by what he's saying, you are just saying that the showing or telling the power of Ganoderma and the DXN products.
True.
This is what he's trying to say is the power of the DXN products. And
Yes.
now, especially during this pandemic,
True.
since I
True.
said that it works at the cell level, we have simply, we ourselves also and the other people we know who are not taking it only for problems, we have simply asked them to double their doses,
Mm.
so that their immune system or the fighting power is much better. So,
Yeah.
by telling all these testimonials further prove the power of Ganoderma.
Yeah.
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 So, I mean, there then this Ganoderma present in consumer products, of course, they are much better than if it is so
Mm.
powerful. In
Mm.
our house, we don't use anything else except DXN products.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing enters the house. Yeah.
You have mentioned during this pandemic time, right? So I
Yes.
think that a
During
lot
this.
of people needs your help. So
Yes.
can you share to us some of those you like? Go to you, Dr. Parwana. I think my friend is. Do you have any experience like that during this pandemic time? Like my friend is, infected by the virus, and then I want to help him, something like that. Do you encounter some?
Some uh, some people have talked to me that their so much relative has been
Morbid.
diagnosed with
Morbid.
probably with this COVID. I tell
Yeah.
them you go to this website,
Mm.
read about this product, and tell them
Mm.
to take this product as a supplement. Whatever
Yeah.
medicine the doctor prescribe, you can take them along with that. Add the Ganoderma products. Now, since this corona pandemic has invaded the world,
Mm.
every country, what they talk about is there is no cure for COVID.
Of
There is
course.
no cure for COVID-19. Vaccines, they are trying vaccines, but as a doctor, I'm quite skeptical about it that this vaccine is going to work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
in
think maybe some
all
people
the
also are skeptical with the vaccine because
in
it's not that,
in
because
all
we do
over
not
the
know
world,
the
what they
effect.
since the corona has started, all the world, all the TVs of the world, what they've been talking about is there is no cure for corona.
Yeah.
The only thing that can prevent you from it is your strong immune system. So
Correct.
Yes.
what does DXN product do? They work on your immune system.
True.
They keep your immune system up to date. If
Mm.
your immune system is strong enough, whether it be corona or whether it is HIV or whether it be any other virus or whether it is herpes, no virus can damage you if your
Yeah.
immune system is okay. And the DXN products are going to work at that immune system, the root cause of all the problems.
Yeah. And more viruses
Weak
will
immune
come in
system.
the future. So we really need
Absolutely.
to boost our immune system so that when other viruses and come along the
Yes.
way in future, we are ready to fight it, right?
Use the DXN products as a prevention to ward off
Yes.
the corona.
True, true. So that's how we tell
Correct.
people,
Correct.
yes,
Correct.
how we share the goodness of the products. It's
Yeah.
more on making
I would
them
say this. I would say this way, keep your body's army prepared
true,
for
true,
any enemy. Instead of gathering it at the time after the enemy enters the body. Keep your body
true.
prepared beforehand.
Always, always. Right.
Yeah.
And of course, yeah, and of course the how do you call this? The healthy living, the healthy lifestyle is very important
Correct.
also.
Correct.
Yeah, because even if we have these products, but your lifestyle still the same, like, especially for the pandemic, like if you don't follow the healthy protocols, the health protocols, still you can have it, even if you have this.
Correct.
But if we are ready, we follow the protocols, the health protocols, and we also make our immune
Correct.
system,
Correct.
yes. So both
So
will
it
be,
helps you further. It helps you
ye-
further. Yeah.
yes. Wow. Thank you.
by
Thank you
by
for
keeping
that.
by keeping your lifestyle healthy, making your body healthy, and sharing this information with people. If it gives it gives you money also, what's the problem? What's the
Yeah,
problem?
the business the business follows, right? Yeah, unknowingly the business
You, you,
follows.
you, you, you don't have to give any wrong information. You don't have to do any wrong thing. You don't have to say tell any lies to do this business. You have only have to be truthful and honest.
Very
You
true,
tell
very
people, you
true.
tell people, I use this product. I'm living a good life, and I advise you. I suggest you also live a good life by using this product.
You are
That's
the
what business
products of
is.
our products, right?
Yes, just be a
Right.
product of that product.
Okay, all right. That's great. That's great. Okay, I'm
It's
having a
a
great time with
it,
with the both of you.
it's a very simple business. People make it complicated.
Yes, 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 yes. Very
by by
simple.
by talking about so many things that this will work at this level, it will work at this level, it work on diabetes, it work on beta cell. One don't need to talk about that.
It
True.
just works on the body.
It works on the body, the system of the body.
Yes, yes.
Just that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So you're now very successful in the XN. And can you share to us what makes you successful in this business? I think aside from having both of you, I think that's a big factor of your success, right? Yeah. So can you share to us with our, yeah? Can you share to our
Well,
viewers?
the success is only using the products,
Hard work,
believing the products,
dedication,
and sharing with people. That's only success.
Yeah.
belief in the products, dedication, hard work,
That hard work and dedication is very important.
reaching out to people.
Yeah, it's very important because this is a people to people business and you
Yeah,
need to
reaching
build good
out to people.
relationship also.
Yes.
Yeah. I,
There's no denial. People are going to laugh at you,
yes, yes,
and
yes.
you should learn to bear that.
See,
Mm, true.
as I said, the initial reaction is always, how one product can create, you can get okay with for everything, with one product.
Like your
Always the
reaction,
first
Mrs.
reaction is,
Parwana, the first
for
reaction of
diabetes
yours.
also. Yes. So normally that's, that okay, for diabetes also you're giving this, for cancer also you're giving this. So, I mean, only when they understand it's working, how it
Yeah.
works, then
Mm,
only they get convinced.
okay. So thank you. Our crown ambassadors, what are your future plans? You're already a crown ambassador. Can you share to us your future plans?
My future plan is to make as many more Corona ambassadors as possible, so that they can also live healthy lives and help others to live healthy lives.
Yeah, yeah,
That
actually, we need to help
my
a lot
plans
of
are that
people.
to educate people.
Mm,
Those are plans
mm.
to educate people to help the society. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
plans.
yeah, and to give service, like what you've said, to give
Correct.
service.
Uh,
Yeah.
because
All right.
After Corona Buster, as far as the success is concerned, there cannot be any other plans. Where is the top level? The
Yeah.
only thing is to use this level to be of service to people,
True, true.
to help the
Okay.
needy people, help needy people.
Of course, it's you will feel it's a great feeling when you help a lot of people.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt, it's a great feeling.
Yeah. All right. So we're getting near to the end of this session, but of course, before we have some of the questions again, we would like to read some of the messages for you from our
Sure,
members. All right. I think
sure.
they're very much inspired hearing your inspirational talk to us. I have seen a lot here. Okay. So let me hear read it for you. So, all right. So here we have. But before we end this session, we would like to hear your message to all of our DXN friends out there, to our members, especially the couple who would want to be like you, working both for DXN to help other people, and of course to get them more inspired. Because we have heard some of the like sharing also of other members around the global that the spouse are hard to convince, or they are not supported by their spouses when they do the DXN business. So can you give them like their thoughts to them on how they can do the DXN business and what success are awaiting from them when they do the DXN business, both of them. Okay, so you may give your message.
In the present world scenario, husband and wife both are working, and generally they are in different professions, and they are working on different platforms, and they get very less time to spend some time together. But if they start thinking about DXN as a business, they can continue doing their professions, what they are doing, but add DXN for as a part-time business. Spend maybe 1 to 2 hours every day to share some information with people, to hold some meetings. Before that, they must develop a faith in the products. Use the products, they develop a faith in the products and faith in the system, that that system can help them achieve whatever they want in life. Most of the people in life, in the world, they have big dreams, but because of their situation, their ground reality, they cannot meet their dreams, and their dreams remain unfinished and they go away from this world. But in this system, by using the products, they can keep their lives healthy, and by sharing with people, they can earn money also. And gradually, when they start growing, they start being more and more successful. Then gradually, they can start withdrawing from their other professions, and then once they reach a certain level, they can take DXN as a full-time business and spend all the time together along with their family, along with their children, and they go around the world. And because the money will keep on coming because they have worked for that. And but to do that, they have to have belief, and they must understand that they have to work hard. Nothing is easy. If somebody says you work, you come in and DXN or come in the MLM system, you will make money and you will not have to work hard. This is the wrong thing. You have to work very hard for at least 1 to 2 years or 3 years. You have to work hard, and you have to work extra hours in addition to your normal work which you are doing. Some people tell me, Dr. Pranav, we are already doing hard work. So I tell them one thing, that the definition of hard work is the work which you do at the end of the day when you are completely tired. The work you do at that time, that is called hard work. After finish your day's work. The day's work which you're doing, that's your normal routine. That's not hard work. That's your normal routine. So to be successful in this MLM business, in this DXM business, you have to do some hard work for 2 to 3 years, extra time. You be, as we have discussed earlier also, we may have to do some sacrifices. Like we may have to forego some meetings. We have to forego some function. Function can go on without you, but your life will depend on your work. And once you are successful, you can attend as many functions as you can. Then you have time at your disposal, you have money at your disposal, you travel wherever you want to go, you can travel along with your family and travel together and spend life together and enjoy life as it is meant to be. That's our business message to the people.
Wow. Thank you very much. And that's a great message for all of our members out there. I'm really touched of your message. It's you really need hard work. It's not easy at first, but as you mentioned, 2 to 3 years of working hard work, your success is your hard work. Okay, so we have here just to before we end, I just we have here message from Sandeep Kalwar. He's the one actually asking earlier. Okay, my question is that DXN is such a wonderful and miracle platform of the world, but still why people are ignoring this golden opportunity and not serious towards their health and life. And last, when they suffer highly chronic disorder at that condition, they don't have time to recover the better health. So he's asking why still there's a lot of people ignoring.
Hey, Mr. Sandeep is very right. That people are ignoring because people don't have knowledge.
The right amount of
Hmm.
information.
And the person who's informing about DXM product, himself or herself is not fully equipped with all the knowledge,
Hmm.
and he cannot convey the proper knowledge to that person. And generally what people do is, let me be very frank about it. Generally what people do, if they approach a person, let's say suffering from diabetes, they say, oh, you stop this medicine, you start taking DXM product. That's the mistake people do.
Hmm.
What they should do is, you tell them you don't have to stop your medicines.
Hmm.
Continue your medicine as your doctor has advised you, but along with them, as add Ganodama and other products of DXN as supplements. And
Hmm.
gradually, over a period of time, when the system, the cells become okay, gradually the allopathic medicine can be gradually withdrawn. And
Yeah.
over a period of maybe 2 to 3 years, then those medicines can be stopped. And one
Yeah.
thing he says, that if people suffer from highly chronic disorder and they don't have time to recover, what is required
Hmm.
in that time? A very high dose is required. Very
Okay.
high dose required,
Very,
and a proper combination of all the DXN products.
yes, very well
So
said.
even
True.
I've mentioned earlier, that I've dealt with people at the last stage of their life. They're given just two to
Hmm.
three months to live, but they have lived
Hmm.
10 years, 15 years, good lives.
Hmm. True.
Amputation was to be done the next day, but today, after 5 years, that person is walking on both legs.
Hmm.
It's just because
True.
proper information is to be given and proper knowledge is to be given.
Yes, very
That is
correct.
what.
People don't.
All
Yes.
right. Thank you, Doctor, for the for answering Mr. Sandeep Kalwar question. And we have here message from Mr. Kabir Dingra. Yeah, he's been with us in the International Motivation too. So he says,
He's one of our great uplines.
"Oh, okay." He says, "DXN,
Yeah.
beautiful company of beautiful souls, full of caring and
He,
sharing and
he,
serving
he's, he's,
also."
he's one of the persons who introduced me to DXL.
Oh, wow. Thank you for your message and thank you for watching, Mr. Kabir. We miss you here in the International Motivation too. He also, all the couples all over the world should join the XN, of course.
Wonderful message.
Very correct.
Yes.
Wonderful
Yeah,
message.
very, very correct. And his
Yeah.
message for you, Mr. Kabir has message for you. Amazing sharing, Dr. Parwana and Mrs. Parwana. Entire DXN world is proud of you for all your contribution in DXN. We all love you both, wishing you both an amazing long life in DXN.
Thank you,
Thank
Kabir.
you. Thank you,
Wow.
Kabir.
Thank you, Kabir.
Thank
Thank you,
you for
Kabir.
that great message, Mr. Kabir. All right. So, okay, of course, the gratitude of Mr. Sandy for answering the question. You're most welcome. And we
You're
hope that,
welcome, Sandeep.
yeah, doctor have shared with you um, how to answer this question, not to all of your members there, because, of course, there's a lot of people in the world. And we, Dixon members, is just a few. So we still have a lot of people to share the goodness of Dixon products. All right. So it's been an amazing night. Great sharing from the both of you. I really appreciate, and we really appreciate actually accepting our invitation to be part of the International Motivation. And we hope to see you. We should have had our convention there in India, but hopefully next year we will have that, and we'll see you once again. And also,
Yeah.
hopefully, we can You can also visit DXN Malaysia again.
Yes.
Yeah,
We visited many times before.
yeah. You just keep safe and
Yes.
say our warm regards to all of our Dixon members there in Dixon, India.
Yeah.
And let us
Yeah.
just continue our passion in serving and sharing the benefits and the goodness of our products, of course, through
We
you,
we we
our
continue
great
our journey.
leaders.
We continue our journey to greatness.
Of course, definitely. All right. So, great
Okay.
leader from India, Mr. Noor says. Oh. All right.
Thank you,
So,
thank you,
and of
Noor,
course,
thank you.
our IMD also is watching. Sukaria
The sun is
Parwan.
also there. Just
Yes,
hello,
he's
just hello.
watching.
Thank you so
We,
much.
yeah, we have a lot
Uh,
of top leaders, also crown ambassadors watching us right now.
yeah,
So thank you for all this, and of course, you just keep safe there,
yeah.
and we hope to see you once again. But before we end this, maybe you still have to promote your sessions there in DXN India, your future sessions, online sessions. They're also doing Zoom meetings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we keep on doing.
Tomorrow है ना?
Tomorrow I have a meeting on at 2 o'clock.
Wow. Okay. So we also hope that all of our DXN members in India will attend and, of course, be part of the sessions. It's really great to have this platform. We have maximized it, and of course, it's our passion of doing the DXN business to share and serve more people all over the DXN world. All right. So to leave this special quote to all of our members. It says, a great marriage is not when the perfect couple comes together. It is when an imperfect couple learns to enjoy their indifferences, or their differences.
That's
That's from
that's
Dave
a great message. Great
Morrell.
message.
All right. So,
Yeah,
once
great
again,
message.
yes, we thank all of you, our viewers out there, for watching and tuning in for this 1.5 hour of our session. We do hope that you have uh, learned a lot from the journey of our special guest for tonight. And we hope to see you once again next week as we bring you our crown ambassador also from the DXN Philippines, Mr. Stax and Julene Savaliano, who will be sharing also with us for the entrepreneur couple, the power of two. So, once again, we bring you our crown ambassadors from DXN India, Jagjit Singh and Harjinder Kaur Parwana. Thank you very much, and we do hope to see you once again here, only in DXN
Yeah.
Malaysia, the home
Thank you,
of
Thank
John.
you. Bye-bye. Thank
DXN.
you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
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 you.
you.
Thank you
you.
very much.
It's been a pleasure to be with you.
The
See you.
privilege and pleasure is ours. Thank you very much for this lovely couple. Have a great
Thank you.
evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.